Hey guys, what's going on? I just got back from the hospital from picking up my Doberman Pinscher. He had like a dish towel or some sort of cloth. I think it was my wife's panties lodged in his stomach. He couldn't digest it. Long story short, we had to take him to the emergency room and get him, operated on. So this is him post-operation. See if I can find him here. There we go. I wanted to talk about a couple things here. One, I got this balloon raft looking thing that looks like it belongs at a mini ship as a life raft. And he's also got this t-shirt that says recovery in progress. The t-shirt was provided by the hospital that we got him from, but this cone or this blow up inflatable, I don't know, donut, I guess you would say. I picked it up at Petco for about 30 or 40 bucks. And I like it as opposed to what we like to call the cone of shame, also known as the e-collars, where it kind of blocks their vision and stuff like that. So it does prevent him from getting to his wounds and licking his wounds, so to speak. And then so what I did to get the other dogs from stopping, licking his wounds is we got them elk bones. Harvey's chewing on his. Miles is right there. Miles doesn't really like the elk bones too much. And then Kodak is going to town on his right there, as you can see. The other thing I did want to talk about is vets. So when we were first when we first found out there was something wrong with Kodak, we took him to the vet. Trying to make sure he's not taking that damn balloon off. We took him to the vet, and the first thing that they wanted to do parvo testing on him, and they wanted to do blood testing on him. And I was like, look, I'm no expert, and obviously I'm not a vet, but I know that the dog is too old for parvo. I know that there's something wrong with his stomach because this dog will eat anything and he's not eating. So I don't think, there's something wrong with his stomach. Granted, I'm not a vet, like I said, but the one thing I will say is that the vet that we were going to, it's called Moonachie Animal Hospital. There's a bunch of locations here in Southern California. We specifically went to the Escondido location. They were all about money, to say the least. They brought up a couple times, we go, well, what if we just try to wait it out? If it's a cloth in there, or something, let's try to wait it out. And they go, well, you can either wait it out or you can euthanize the dog. I'm not an animal lover. I know some people out there really are. I mean, I am an animal lover, but I don't view that as like you must love animals or you're a bad person. I know other people have different points of view. But what I will say is that if you're a vet, chances are you have an affinity for animals. And that probably means suggesting euthanizing an animal to pet owners right off the bat when the dog is maybe 9 months old is wrong in more than one sense. To suggest that, hey, well, if you can't afford the surgery, let's just kill the dog, I think is wrong. So yeah, that was the Escondido Moonachie Animal Hospital. I wouldn't recommend them to anyone. And granted, I get it, they're business, but there's a difference of being a business that happens to make money, that actually provides a service, as opposed to a business that makes money that just happens to provide a service as well. They happen to be on the monetary sense, more concerned about the monetary value of the business. So we ended up deciding to do emergency surgery elsewhere because one, we didn't like that place, and two, they wanted to wait the following day to do it so they could do it instead of getting him into the emergency hospital. Long story short, we took him to a specialty animal clinic in San Marcos, California, and they did a wonderful job. They were definitely more on the side of taking care of the patient and worrying about the funds later, and they were much more personable, much nicer facility. Granted, it was only an emergency room area for animals. It wasn't like an actual vet. I guess it was, but not in a clinical sense. But yeah, so I just want to make sure everyone is aware that just because you have a vet in your neighborhood doesn't necessarily mean that's the one you have to go to. Pick and choose. Yelp is a great website to look on and see what reviews that are on there. If they're a good review, they're really good. People went out of their way to write them. If they're a bad review, you never know. You might have to take those with a grain of salt. I do plan on writing a review on both Moonachie, Escondido, of how horrible they are, and the Animal Specialty Hospital of San Marcos of how excellent they are. Excuse me, my voice is going. But I just want to make people aware of that, and I just want to say that, we're happy that the dog came out of surgery real well. He'll have to have the staples removed. They're all up and down his abdomen in about 2 weeks. So I got them the elk bones. Hopefully that'll keep them going and out of each other's wounds. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.